Okay, so let's look at the examples on the bottom part of this section in your foldy. We'll zoom in a little bit. So for example number 1, we notice we've got a quadratic trinomial, no common terms for all three of them, and our coefficient on the x squared term is 1. So this is where you can make your x puzzle. And we're looking for numbers that multiply to make 10, so the 10 goes on top, and add to make 9. So you got to think about things that you can multiply to make 10 that add up to 9. Oh wait, there's a typo here. That doesn't actually work. So we're going to make this negative 10. So negative 10 and add up to 9. Sorry about that. We realized that in class. So multiplies to make negative 10 and add up to 9, which is a little bit easier because then you can use 10 and negative 1. You multiply them, you get negative 10, you add them, you get 9. So our variable is x, so we set up our two sets of parentheses with x and x. We're going to have positive 10, so plus 10, and minus 1, so this one will have minus 1. And if you happen to switch them and make this one x minus 1 and this one x plus 10, that's okay. So that's number 1. Let's take a look at number 2. Now number 2 has another righto. It's not a typo, it's a righto. Because I have a y and an x in here, we want these to all be the same variables. So we're going to change this to a y really quick, and then it will work. So same format as all of the others. We've got a quadratic trinomial, no coefficient on that first term, it's just 1. So then we can use our numbers to make a puzzle, and we can figure out what numbers we're going to have. So it multiplies to make 12, and it adds to make negative 8. So they're adding up to a negative, multiplying to make a positive, which means they're both going to have to be negative. So if we work on that for a little bit, negative 6 and negative 2 actually will work. So when we do our parentheses, make sure that you're using y, because this is the variable that they have is y. So y minus 6 and y minus 2, and that's my answer. And you can check these answers, by the way, by just doing FOIL and multiplying it all out, distributing it all out, and you can see that it'll work. Okay, so let's take a look at number 3. Same format, the only difference is we have m's this time. So if we set up our little number puzzle, they're going to multiply to make 12 and add to make negative 7. So numbers that add up to make negative 7, then multiply to make 12 would be negative 3 and negative 4. So we're going to use m's in our parentheses, and we'll have m minus 3 and m minus 4. And again, you can check this by multiplying it all back out and make sure you get m squared minus 7m plus 12.